This is So Sick Nash fan back on the ones and twos, and we got some Melty Blood type Lumina action. Akiha versus Arcueid part two this time. Both super aggressive characters. We're gonna get right back into it. This match was super fast paced. Super fast paced. Not as long as the other videos, I don't even think. We're fighting in front of the Tono Mansion too. Let's go. Players are getting, like I said last video, more optimal and getting those setups down. And it's crazy because these are like the developers. They're actually playing like super good. So that was actually super crazy right off the bat. So one of the most important things is shield. Shield is very important in this game. So Arcueid is about to go for an overhead. It looks pretty slow on startup. It looks like it could hit you still, but it's pretty reactable. However, with Arcueid doing this reactable overhead, you leave yourself susceptible to getting shielded. A shield, a very important mechanic in this game. Learning to bait shield and learning, all the options to beat shield are going to be very important early on. And Akiha player actually opts to shield this overhead on reaction. We're going to slow it down. Shield the overhead on reaction. Look at that. So good. So the Arcueid player actually does the invincible option, and Akiha does the teleport. And this is why it's so crazy because both players just chose an action and then it clashed, so nobody took damage. The Arcueid player did use some of her moon gauge because in order to do the invincible version, you have to use some meter off of your moon gauge. So it took about half, I'm guessing. Yeah, it actually did do half. Overhead, we parried those, and yep, it took a chunk. So it took her to like a half moon. Interesting. All right, so right back in it. So like I said, shield is going to be very important. As you see, you can shield things on reaction. All right, shielding the disc definitely seems important as well to get out of Akiha's pressure. Just right back in there. Akiha cannot get away right now. She's getting oppressed. So this was actually godlike. Like, if y'all didn't understand what happened, let me break this down because this was actually really good. So Akiha's in the air. She's pretty much used all of her air options. She's at the top of the map. So she has to come down, right? She has to come down. What goes up must come down. So when Akiha comes down, she uses an ID. That was like the last option. And then she jumped again. So my bad. She didn't use all of her options. I'm capping. I'm capping. Sorry. So she didn't use all of her options. She did jump, but she still had an instant air dash, and she jumped again. She double jumped. So at this point, she has to come down at this point. So the Arcueid player whiffs a jab because Aki is not on the floor yet. Whiffs a jab, and this was so smart. Whiffs the jab, pops moon drive, and the player is like, damn, Akiha has to come down. So what this player does is look at Akiha's face. She's like, oh shit. Opts for a trip guard. That was actually ridiculous. And gets the punish. It said punish. So the player, they actually punished Akiha's landing frames, which was super good. Being able to punish landing frames is going to be crucial, and with Moon Drive activation, where you can freeze the screen, you're going to be able to see things like that. So that was actually really godlike from that player. So Akiha is still going on a ride. She's getting beat up this round. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta fight back, Akiha. Okay. So like I said, that invincible option is super good. You can get an air action out of it. Okay, throw. Meaty. Akiha's combos look so cool. Alright, nice. What are we gonna see? Okay. This. Oh, and just one button in the level 3. She gets decked in her face. Yes. Yes, sir. That overhead, I'm telling you, it's gonna put in work. You could definitely react. but it's definitely gonna put in some work. Turn your magic circuit. Ooh, that button is, I mean, that special move is really crazy. Because she could just kind of throw it out, and she just lunges forward. Okay? Ooh, so right here, so for all of you Akiha players watching, that was a critical moment and something that's probably going to happen a lot more in gameplay in the future of Akiha's disc, the way people like to parry it all the time, like they like to shield it. So as you see, the Arcueid player is shielding, and shield looks, you know, in all these videos like a really good option against the disc. However, she goes for the shield follow-up, which is the uppercut. She goes for the shield follow-up, which is the uppercut. However, the Akiha player actually just blocks. Smart option. Because now she blocked it and she got a counter hit. So I'm sure if the Akiha player actually knew this was going to happen, they could have just started comboing the Arcueid player. And I think that that's going to be the future of how you bait out options. Because either A, she's going to do the launcher. B, she's going to do the teleport behind you, which you could actually hit as well. Or C, she's going to do the invincible option. So she shuts down 2 options for free. And the third option is an invincible option, but we're going to have to see what we can do. We probably can throw it or something like that. Maybe. So, yeah, that was really interesting that just to block right there. And probably get a full combo if you know. So both did the invincible options. Arcueid with the corner carry combos. I'm loving the corner carry combos. Donk. Overhead again. That Akiha player is getting opened up. Donk again. What is it going to be? Heat on wake up. Okay. Fatal. Right into level 3. You gotta love it. Turn her into Vermilia. Vermilia Akiha. Okay. Moon drive. Shield, very strong option. That move is really good right there. I'm telling you, like, she just lunges at you with priority. Like, super good move. Just lunging at you with priority like that. Burn your magic circuit last round. Just get dunked at the beginning. Rekka's into moon drive pressure. I love it. What a parry. This combo was actually nuts. Like, we gotta take it back. We got to take it back. Please. Okay, so we gotta take this back and we gotta slow it down. This was crazy. So the Arcueid player went for some diving punch and immediately got shielded on reaction. Shielded into a launcher. Because she was still in recovery. And this combo is wild. It's like jump C into disc, into charge like 2C, into a ground bounce combo. And then it's like stand C, 4C maybe? Something of that nature. Into this hard knockdown. It's about to be a hard knockdown disc setup. Because you get a hard knockdown right here. Disc setup. And IAD. And the Arcueid player parries. So this is my thing. The Arcueid player parries. But I feel like Akiha actually could have blocked that overhead right here. And the Arcueid player actually would have got hit. Because if you see, the disc was still active. See, like, if she would have stood up, she would have got hit by that last active frame of the disc and probably would have got a confirm. So, the fact that the Akiha ducked just kind of put them in a really, really bad situation for a free hit. However, if they would have stood up, I think the Arcueid player actually would have hit the disc and lost. So lost some life at least, like not lost the whole game. But hey, anytime you get knocked down by Akiha, you could potentially lose the whole match. So that was pretty interesting as well. All right, let's see. All right, didn't get much off of it. I don't think the Arcueid player actually knew. I love that combo. It's like a DBZ confirm. So sick. All right. Oh, what a fatal confirm. I love the confirms out of the air. Some of these players they're picking up some really good confirms. What a shield. Still nothing too big. Pops again, gets the donk. That was godlike. So this is something I'm seeing from a few characters have. Not everybody has this, but a few characters do have this option. And the option is you can charge some of your normals to go for a frame trap. And you can alter the timing of your block strings to frame trap already, but charged normals are going to give you access to so many good frame traps. Like, look at that. So the Akiha saw so much pause and so much delay in the string right here that the Aki was like, oh shit, well, she didn't hit me. Maybe I can hit a button. So you go to hit a button, but before you know it, you get hit in your mouth and you lose your whole life bar. And look at where her life bar is at. So it was pretty risky to even hit a button from this range, but you can't blame the Akiha player. However, the other option could have been the Akiha player could have shielded that charge normal, and then they would have went into the RPS situation. So I thought that was pretty cool that the Arcueid does have. She had this, I believe, had this move in Actress again as well. So what string manipulation by the Arcueid player? That was really good. So let's take it back a little bit to see it in fast mode. Yeah, that was really good. Into the level 3. Man, what a match. That was a good match. That was a super good match. Arcueid is super strong. She has a lot of good string manipulation. Lots of good string manipulation. But the Akiha definitely did some really cool things. Like that combo that we talked about into the Oki was really good. If the Akiha player just would have waited, block, stand block, the Arcueid player actually would have probably hit that disc. So it's a lot of depth in this game. It's so crazy that when you freeze it, you could just see, hey, maybe they could have shielded, maybe they could have did this, maybe they could have did that. So on September the 30th, we're gonna have to lab a lot and figure out all of these little sequences, but beyond these characters because everybody has options for options, and that's what I'm liking about the game. I think people are afraid of all of the options, but I think once we get the game, we'll have some time to lab and learn how to shut down everything. So thank y'all for watching. The next video will be the maids, which is a really cool. They're really cool characters because they play completely different. Hisui and Kohaku, they play different, but they both have like this unique set play. So I can't wait to analyze that match next. So thank y'all for watching, and we'll be back with more multi blood type Lumina action soon.